EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Look at this Baltimore defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into Week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because now to draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Trying to set up a screen for Blue. This just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just floated from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. look like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. If you're these receivers, you've got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy, either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
On first down, it's Blue. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll drop the throw. Left side to Lamb. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 26-yard line.
Hey, middle. 180.
Now Jackson. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
The Ravens had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Go. 180. Finish up.
Throwing is Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
2nd and 7.
Second and 7.
Get hot, hot. Finish it hot. Be ready. Get hot.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
180.
Now it's Jackson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marshawn Lloyd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
He'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down at 5.
Hey, Alpha, Scott! Shot!
They go play action with Jackson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
Results in a fourth down.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
To throw is Jackson. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Jackson's pass
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Lloyd trying to run inside, but nothing there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Jackson going to keep it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
They'll run
on first down. It's Lloyd. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down and goal to go.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Hey, report.
Now it's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from moving out in front. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Baltimore Ravens.
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, We're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Baltimore Ravens. Both teams still searching for that first win of the season. One of them is going to find it here as we're off in Week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. And I guess they've had enough of this possession. They've got the punter out there on first down. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. He has it at the 22. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Trying the inside handoff to Lloyd. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Lamar's going to keep this one. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Jackson now on 3rd. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Takes this in at the 25. And he's brought down before the return gets far. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10. Throwing now off the play action. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing now on 1st down. This is complete. Jalen Tolbert. And they get this down to the 28. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Shotgun snap, a give to Blue. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. 7 yards that time, and now it's going to be 3rd and goal.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Handoff now, running right. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys go up 6-0 here in the first. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Their own 32-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 32. Play fake, Jackson. Gets it complete. Here's Marshawn Lloyd. And they're going to touch him down as they wind up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a new set of downs, too. Well, you love when you can go from 1st down to 1st down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets the looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. It's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Pride connected with Xavier Worthy there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest, this contest. And I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip your cap. They played that ball better than he could.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Go ahead.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's on target to Johnson. And this is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
Lamar now from the gun. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
DC, man. DC.
Coverage.
13. Watch out.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
On 4th now, on comes Tyler Luke. Going to try this field goal for the Ravens. A 49-yarder in front of him here. Luke knocks it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Compared to the kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Making some progress here. Races past midfield. And a huge effort sets up his offense in a great spot on the opposite side of the field.
I just love to see that. I love to see the momentum created out of a great special teams play. Look at the fist bumps. Look at the little pats on the butt. Look at the little more juice this offense has now. Set up with great field position.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Now on D, MaddenMark making that stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. This a 48-yard look for him. Aubrey puts it through and add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun. Lloyd on the shotgun handoff. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
New set of downs from the 37. Lamar out of the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Hand off here to Lloyd. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. It's a 10-3 ball game. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
To the air on 3rd and long. He's going deep this time. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
That is Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens tie things 10-10. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Has this at the 6. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 60.
We'll hear from the pistol. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front block. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Down the field, he's After making a catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. To the air now on 1st and 10. Cut out left. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
From the gun on 3rd down. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two in 3rd down. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hands.
Oh, and it's a fake puncher with the football. This is caught, and the fake works to perfection. He's got the first down.
I love the aggressiveness of that call. B, aggressive. B-E, aggressive. B-E-A-G-G-R-E-S-S-I-V-E, and the special teams on it.
Sending him on the dive. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Back-to-back carries here. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
First down now, ball at the 33. Throwing from the gun here. It is caught left side. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Let's go. 19s.
On first down, they'll run. Got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Now looking to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. and that sure altered the throw. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down. Here's Lamar. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So at the 20, here's second and 10. Throwing again is Lamar. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Three straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th. Lamar throwing again. He put everything he had into this one. That's complete inside the 35. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Things looking totally different after that last play. It's 1st and 10 inside the opposing 30. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
180.
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
180. 180.
Again, a run with Lloyd. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Dump off, caught by his back. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
What's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
180. 180. What is shot?
They'll throw 3rd and long. Chased out to his right. He's going for it himself. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Lloyd takes it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take the lead just before halftime. Marshawn Lloyd with the touchdown. Here's Luke for the point after. Drifted near that upright, but he gets it to go. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. They'll throw to begin this drive. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now it's second down.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 26. Pass play coming here. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's third down.
Such a big part of that breakup, Kate, or any breakup as a corner, is your positioning relative to the target. And really, the timing of it all. You could be in the right spot, but if you don't time it, that ball is still caught at this league. That corner played that one nearly perfectly.
Throw here, third down. And it's caught. He's got Lamb. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Has it downfield, working the left. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they were quick. So the big play has them well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Throwing now out of the shotgun. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing here just before halftime. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got to...
So what happened was, because we disconnected, we just played a second half, and now we're going to force the result. So I will give him the force result here. I didn't have time to play a whole nother game because of the disconnect. Oh, it actually saved the stats. So that kind of stinks though, but whatever. All right, good game.